Let me ask you something. Sweet like.
Do you think that someone could spend half their life in hell with an implant in their skull and not believe? Do you think that he could start out in some incubation box after his twin brother had his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck and not believe in God? You got it all wrong, holy man. I absolutely believe in God. And I absolutely hate the fucker. Before I get started, all women are codenamed NemeSissy to me. And I want to say that 13 different people were witness to the conversation on the Google Plus application, which I'm about to go over. The caption for the original post read thusly: a random stranger sent me dick pics. I'm about to make his shit public just for funsies. Why do people do that? And the right response is to send him some back. I see you like these. Here are a few more. Alright. And that was her post. And this guy Dex Peck popped up with I want to see, and then she popped up saying posted. And then I guess the same guy Dex Peck said, yeah, either send them to his family or send him bigger ones. Either will give him a bad day. Well, at least it's big. And then I jumped in saying, said every attention whoring fat slut ever. And that's when Dex Peck was like, said, oh, did someone expose your shame, Forgotten Furion? Ha 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 ha. And then I said to him, no, I'm just aggressive, you pussy beggar. I have virtually no fat on me, I'm muscular, and I have a 7 by 4 inch penis. Correction, by the way. My girth is actually 5 inches. Yay. I checked. And there is evidence, I linked to him also the following, that there is evidence that testosterone levels are higher in individuals with aggressive behavior, such as prisoners who have committed violent crimes. Several field studies have also shown that testosterone levels increase during aggressive phases of sports games. And then I linked a study confirming that. Now, Crystal Fat Princess Berry, the original poster, says this. So you go through my posts until you find one from over 2 months ago to post an insulting comment on and blame it on your big dick and testosterone overload? Right. My response to Crystal Berry was this. What? I internet searched for some troll-friendly posts. I saw your post and I told a bitch the what for. And do you even Occam's razor, big girl? I like to engage in conflict. I'm not a woman or a fat, weak orbiter of a man. Charlie Horse, one of the many audience members, jumped in and said to me, and so we're supposed to bow before your mighty assholishness, praise your dickish rudeness, commend you for being a troll? Your mom called and said to come upstairs for dinner and then finish your math homework. My response to Charlie Moore, aka Charlie Horse, my mom wasn't around and she's in prison. You were supposed to not whinge on about men sending you dick pictures and then, or either that or grow a sex drive, take action against them by blocking, banning, or telling them to get lost. That is if you're the original poster. As for Charlie Horse himself, you were just defending her in the hopes that the chubby vagina, or the chubby golden vajayjay will touch your smaller than mine pee-pee. Dex Pex, to yours truly. He says, you were aggressive? Sure, okay. No fat? Not sure what that has to do with your tiny penis, but okay. Actually, though, it makes sense that a guy with a little dick would work out a ton and even resort to steroids because that's one of the things you can control, since you can't control how small your micropenis is. So what? You probably Googled penis shame or something and this came up. You poor boy, you. I feel sorry for you, homie. My troll response to Dexter Pexter. My penis is 7 by 5 inches, which is literally in the top 20% of the world, fat man. And I, of course, linked empirical evidence for that claim. Dexter Pexter says to me, sure it is, kiddo, and mine is 12 feet long. Whatever you have to tell yourself to make those steroids worth it, little guy. LMAO. And then I say to him, what steroids? I played American football for a decade. I practiced martial arts and parkour, and tape measures don't lie. I'm willing to show you just to blow your tiny mind. Fat boy. And then Charlie Horse says to me, I'm sure it's huge, Forgotten Furion, and probably plastic. In that box you hide under your blanket in the closet. I'm sure your mom has never seen it and wondered why you have it either. Nope. And then Dexter Pexter says to yours truly, aw, you feel like showing random pictures of dicks to find, or that you find on the internet to strangers just to make you feel like you don't have a tiny pencil eraser sized penis that you're cursed with. Seriously, dude, I don't know how you do that. I truly would kill myself if I had a micropenis like you, but you are obviously comfortable with yourself. But seriously, if you stop that steroid use, it might get a little more normal sized down there, kiddo. You've only been here for a week and you seem to be very obsessed with your tiny little, well, detail. I mean, you even talk about not being able to touch your pee-pee for months because you can't find it. That's so sad, bro. Right? And he's referring to one of my posts, the No Fap infomercial, where the caption and the G Plus caption read, when you don't touch your pee-pee for over 2 months. It's difficult. I got a headache on my nads. Get off my back. Okay, so that was him just saying, oh, because I can't find it. Please. Please. I'll slap you with it and you'll be unconscious and then we'll both know I can find it. So my response to Charles Moore, no fair, you coward, or no fair, you are a coward, and my dick is the bestest though. MEAN, you are that. I still heart you anyway, Charlie Horse. My response to Dex Peck, been here for a week. Like, what does that even mean, been where? I don't know. But just because I'm retardedly strong does not mean steroids, okay? I know no fear, and I already offered proof. Your ad hominem falsehoods just illustrate your intellectual dishonesty and blind protection of my lady's honor. Why do you not have a masculine sense of justice-based morality, truthfulness, or enjoyment of conflict? Were you raised by a single mother, fat boy? And then Dex Peck comes through with, oh my god, ha ha ha. Between the micropenis you're so proud of, pretending to be some kind of athlete, and finally claiming to have any kind of intelligence while writing like that, meaning the silly way that I wrote, is almost fucking performance art. I mean, it's also kind of sad that you are trying this hard, but then what can you expect from a guy who's only got about an inch of happiness in his life? Seriously, man, I feel so sorry for you. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find something to live for. Relational aggression all over the place. Okay, so my retort to his report. Dex Pex, I say to him, translation. I'm too scared to argue honestly, so I use relational aggression like a woman. And I know that Forgotten Furion has exactly what he says, but I won't type, and then I entered my email address here. And there's also a pull-down bar in the About section of the G Plus app. Into the Google Hangouts application, my email address, to see for myself, because I'm an intellectually dishonest woman, trapped in a man's body. I know also that my hero, Forgotten Furion, would just break out the amazing evidence if a wimp like me wouldn't go, wee, I report him, my princess, my clean internet, my decency. So I'll employ psychological projection to put all of my own insecurities onto him. Ha, now I win. Come, my lady, let us get fat together. I am victorious. Ha 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 ha. And then I signed it, Sir Gallantry the Round, this thread. Yeah, I got down through there a bit. His reply, which attempted to mock me, goes like this. Too scared to argue honestly. Wahahaha. This is like being in 6th grade or some shit. And then Crystal Berry says, I'm bored. And then she gets 3 1+s from you guess who, not me. And then, for that comment. And then Charles Moore comes through and says, or no, I say to Charles Moore, you say I have a probably plastic penis and that my mom called. But I don't and she didn't. What's more, that wimpy fat single mother lover, meaning Dex Peck, accused me of having a less than it is penis. But that's not true, and I have proof. Just because I haven't masturbated in over 2 months doesn't mean that I won't get an instant boner and take a picture of it just to prove you naysayers wrong. And then my response to Crystal Berry's I'm bored comment, I said, do some front, side, and back planks and some deep squats. I'm virtually certain that you have a flabby and nearly absent butt, you chunky monkey. And then her response to me is, oh, I'm so insulted. What a troll, hoo-hoo. I think I'll go kill myself now. Seriously, dude, get a new hobby. You suck at this. I'm like, okay. So I say to her, please don't kill yourself with obesity and heart disease. You're a nice lady. You seem to be a lot you could be a lot meaner to me, but you're a sweetheart, so you won't do that. Although I deserve it, right? I see you. And I just want you and your husband to be healthy. I'm nothing and I know as much. Well, the conversation went on like this for a long while. And eventually, after it became very, very clear that these people were nearly honest nor bold, Crystal Berry said the following. I think your dick is smaller than mine. Well, one does not simply challenge yours truly. To which I responded to Crystal, I'm a fat Princess Berry with a picture of me masturbating. I'll get to that later. Okay, no, with a picture of me measuring my equipment to 7 inches, right? And a picture of my abdominal muscles showing I'm mad shredded. I guess depending on the angle, because I suppose, if you looked at it wrong, you might not be able to tell per se. But whatever, that's another story. Let's see. I've been fasting and working out a lot, so excuse is gonna go away. Okay, so yeah, I sent her a picture of me measuring out my wang to 7 inches to hammer the point home. And then Dex Peck sent a gif of a baby crying along with my former statement about them lacking intellectual honesty. And then Charlie Horse says, you have to give him points for persistence. I mean, he's like a dog shaking a rag doll. He just keeps going. And then my comment to Charles Moore. Damn straight. Although I've killed a number of dogs with my own hands in self-defense, so I'm more like an apex predator. You are awesome, Charlie Horse. And then I accompanied a quote that said by Brooks Atkinson that says, the most fatal illusion is the settled point of view. Since life is growth and motion, a fixed point of view kills anybody who has one. Charlie Horse says, admission of animal cruelty and bad grammar all rolled into one. Wow, a real shocker here. Dex Peck says to Charlie Horse, don't forget delusions of grandeur and an inferiority complex. And then I say to Dexter Peckster, I think that what's-her-name may have erased my video clip, which was from 3 months ago. You are all weakling cowards, ha ha ha. And then I relinked that video clip. And yes, it's of me masturbating, in case you were wondering, of course you were. And then Crystal Berry says, looks average to me, pal. Right? And then I say to Crystal Berry, aw. And then I leave her some evidence, naturally, to prove the point. The average penis, or the average erect penis, is little more than 5 inches long. All right, look it up. Every study a lot of those studies were counterweighted with self-estimates. That's why they're all wrong. But these were clinically done. The average erect penis is little more than 5 inches long and 1.5 inches in diameter. Specifically, a 2013 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found the average American man's penis is 5.6 inches, 14.2 centimeters long, and when erect is 4.8 inches in circumference. All right, so Americans have bigger penises than the world average. But the average is 5.6 by 4.8, and I got both them beat with a stick, a very big stick. And my newly measured dimensions are 7 by 5. That's average to you. And then DexPet comes through with awe, which I came through with awe, right, with Crystal Berry. So he's mirroring me, right? What do they say about imitation? So, aw, that is the saddest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. You share a stolen image of another man's penis because it's actually big, but it's really just average and only looks huge next to, well, yours. Seriously, man, I'm genuinely so sorry. And then DexPax comes up with I said to DexPac, what kind of not me person would have a 10, 9, 8, 7 segment of a measuring tape and not be 100% erect? You're not even trying to be honest. For anyone who's a conservative skeptic, I may call the video clip that I hyperlinked, which is also in my Tumblr, I may call it a 7-round burst, but I know the truth that it is in fact a 10-round burst, all right? Ejaculation video clip, right, that I hyperlinked, and because they want to talk noise, I put it in my avatar pictures. And then I said to him that the pictures corroborate my skin tone and body size, so what is he even talking about, right? So like I said, man, I could fingerprint, you could have lie detector tests, you could anything. Like I said, they were just coming up with reasons, and I skipped like half of this conversation so that you know. But I was just like, really? So I was just like, and then she wanted to come to, oh yeah, my penis is bigger than yours, even though I'm fat and my husband can barely get an erection because he's fat too. And then I was like, all right, well, check it out. And then I thought, okay, she basically, just had barely any sass mouth left in her because she knows who's what. And then he's got to, defend. That's how I know that they're related, because then I looked at her pictures later and I saw that they are going out. That's what I mean by related, going out. And then I left him something after I said my pictures corroborate my story. I said, it is as Aristotle once may have said. Do you even logic, bro? And as a matter of fact, like I said, it's now on my Tumblr page and my avatar picture, so deal with it. This is Forgotten Furion. It's been a long time since I smelled beautiful.